This is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you.
Good morning. Welcome to the Amazing Grace Sports Network on WEZE AM 590, The Word. You're here with the dynamic duo of Clay Morris and Kevin Christen. We are the best-looking duo in radio, television, or in movies. Just want you to know that and get it out the way.
Right. On that note, we'll wrap it up after that.
Yeah, we can quit now. Hey, good morning, everybody. We have exciting news. Well, I mean, the Patriots killed the team last night. They looked like contenders, and the Red Sox won, and the Celtics made a move, and the Bruins did what they usually do, nothing. Anything on that, Kevin? What do you think?
Well, all seems normal then in the Boston sports world, right?
Yeah, it's about the size of it.
No, both the Patriots and the Red Sox last night firing on all cylinders. Obviously, the Patriots with a big win against the Commanders in the first game of the preseason. And, of course, the Red Sox traveling out to San Diego last night for a 3-game series against the
and laying the hammer down.
San Diego Padres, winning 10-2 out there. And so we'll get into that throughout the show here.
Very quickly.
A nice Friday night couple of wins for our teams.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Sports does something to the psyche. And speaking of psyche, prayer does something for the psyche. And I am going to read this. My wife gave me this. I don't know if she's trying to motivate me or she's trying to educate me, but it's about husbands. And here we go. Husbands, like nations, would do well to remind themselves of their fundamental motivation. It is always a matter of love, and love brings things together. A married man discovers that his first love does not narrow his life. Rather, by a deep magic, the maturation of that love expands his heart, his vision, and the work of his hands to encompass more than he can ever imagine. Thank you, honey. Thank you, Yukiko. That's my wife. Wants me to know that, as a husband, I have to step it up all the time.
Very nice.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, then. Why don't we get into our questions of the day, and then we got a lot to talk to today.
Yes, we do.
Talk about today, excuse me. And
I cannot wait.
And here we go.
Today in history.
Looks like I have the honor of asking the first question today, and so we'll go back to 1930. On August the 9th of that year, Canadian Percy Williams ran a world record of 10.3 seconds in the 100-meter, was that dash, Clay? That question got cut off.
I think it's, the 100-meter dash.
100-meter dash. The question is, who holds the current 100-meter record? And I don't think you have to be a racing or a running fan or aficionado to know the answer to that.
In the last 20 years, if you've been around the Olympics, you should know this. That's a good picture of Mr. Percy there, Mr. Percy Williams in his Canada uniform.
1930.
Yeah, beautiful thing. But anyway, I have the second one. We'll get him out of there. On August 9th, 1975, those Dodgers, Davey Lopes stole his then record 32nd consecutive base without being caught. That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Need to take that one out. Okay, yeah. And who now holds the record for the most consecutive steals without getting caught? And if you were looking at our screen, I showed it in the picture there. But if you weren't, well, then the question is still out there in the open Bible. So who holds the record for the most consecutive steals without getting caught? And you might, even if you know how many it was, it's even better.
All righty, from running to baseball to swimming. On August the 9th, it's a little more recently, August the 9th, 2016, American swimmer, the great, of course, Michael Phelps, won the men's 200-meter butterfly gold medal at the Rio de Janeiro Olympics for his 20th Olympic gold medal. The question, how many Olympic gold medals did Michael Phelps end up with?
Well, if they count all of those.
If you're watching us in the stream, you can count the medals in the photo there of Michael Phelps.
Fantastic.
Well, the great one to do it in the sport of competitive swimming.
Yeah.
Michael Phelps. There's really nobody, at least in men's swimming, that will be able to top him.
He won a lot of medals. I
That's
got
for
to say
sure.
that the guy was amazing.
Yeah.
Let's just throw it out there. He was amazing. All right, let's take care of our commercials, and then after that, let's get right into the Patriots.
Right. So we're going to our commercials and the topics at hand today: the Patriots and the Red Sox, or whatever you want to talk about. Coming right back here on the Amazing Grace Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, how would you like to feel better, stand straighter, and enjoy daily activities without pain? Then look no further than Karma Don Yoga. As one of the more accomplished yoga instructors in the New England area, Karma embraces many different styles of yoga, including vinyasa, slow flow, yin, and restorative, in order to tap into your pranic energy and create a balanced mix of healing, stretch, and strength. Find her and her very affordable classes online at karmadonyoga.com. That's karma, like good karma, bad karma, dawn, like the morning dawn, yoga.com. Hey, are you feeling a little achy or sore from the cold weather? Then take a visit to Dylan's Russian Steam Bath. At Dylan's Dry Sauna or Wet Steam Room, you can de-escalate, de-stress, and detox your body and mind. A hot place of massage or a variety of oil massages are available. You will enjoy the relaxed atmosphere that features a nutritious snack bar, large screen televisions, and comfortable lounge chairs to cool off in during your visit. They have two convenient locations, one in Chelsea and the other in Quincy. Find them online at Dylan's Russian Steam Bath or call 617-549-3484 for more information. To enjoy your best health, visit Dylan's Russian Steam Bath, where heat, steam, and water have a therapeutic effect.
I think we have to change that Dylan's commercial line with the cold weather. Yeah. Or just keep it until we get the cold weather soon enough, I guess.
It's coming.
That's for sure.
It's going to come.
That's for sure. So again, the phone number 844-249-5247. A lot to get to here on this Saturday morning in Boston. And we'll first start out with the Patriots. Of course, the Patriots with a big win in their first game of the preseason last night. Football is back, finally. We've been waiting for a while now, and here we go. And we'll both share our observations, but I know Clay had a couple opening thoughts on that, so we'll turn to you.
Well, actually, I don't have any opening thoughts. I'm just going to give it back to you, Kevin. The New England Patriots,
little ping pong
with
here
their new
morning.
head coach, Mike Vrabel, defeated the Washington Commanders 48-18 last night. And Kevin, what do you think? Are you all in on the Patriots, all in all the way to the Super Bowl?
Wow, it's tough to say after a first preseason game. I will say, though, I was at the game last night. And,
Wow.
I don't often go to Patriots games, but when you have the opportunity to go to a game, you go. And I went last night.
Right from the opening.
Yeah, it was great to be there. Obviously, the unveiling of the Tom Brady statue we'll show here. Photo of it. There it is.
How big is that thing? That thing's like
it's huge.
feet.
Yeah, it's a bronze statue, and it was Robert Kraft. It was an emotional evening too for if you're a Patriots fan that grew up under the Brady era,
right?
You know, and seeing him back there and just hearing him talk about all the great things and the accomplishments. But what really struck me the most, Clay, and this is Tom Brady to a T. It was never I, me. It was we, the Patriot way. My teammates, coaches, everybody, staff, everybody that got Tom Brady to where he was today, or is today, excuse me, and was back as a player. Just a tremendous accomplishment, and I will give, as Robert Kraft did, I think sometimes we when they do these statues, sometimes they don't come out the best way. I think we saw one. Who was it down in Miami? They did one of Dwayne Wade that looked absolutely nothing like him, and it turned out to be pretty badly. But this one was well done, and would expect nothing more
because it's the Patriots way.
Would expect nothing less with Robert Kraft.
Less
exactly
Robert
right.
Kraft. I mean, Miami. Yeah, who cares?
And Tom Brady had a great little line last night. He pretended to take a phone call and said, "Who is this? Coach Belichick?" And he goes, "Oh, Coach Belichick says there's room for improvement. So
on the statue.
but all in good fun there. But anyway,
But he was throwing a praise
no, exactly
to
right
to Bill Belichick, even after all this time.
but to everybody,
everybody.
and it was just great to be there, and to see him there, and for a preseason game, you sort of felt like this was a regular season type environment. And
boy, did it feel like it.
And the Patriots came out that way with
Yeah.
Travion Henderson with the 100-yard kickoff return to start the game.
Unbelievable.
I think he's going to be a great talent. The Patriots did very well, I think, by drafting him.
Yeah.
They have a question, I think, now on the running back situation. I know your opinion, Clay. You talked about off air, and if you want to share it, but they have 3 running backs, well, really 4 options right now. They've got obviously we mentioned Henderson, Ramondre Stevenson. Right now, I would pencil in as the number 1 guy in the depth chart. You've got Antonio Gibson, and then you've got this the young guy Larison as well, who played pretty well last night. So, I think obviously Henderson is a given. I think Ramondre Stevenson isn't a given, but you think otherwise. And
I think he should have been cut last night.
Just after one game.
After seeing what these other guys are going to do, yeah.
Well, I think it was a great showcase of the potential, where we're going to see it between him and Travion Henderson. Stevenson, he handled most of the carries throughout the game, and Henderson was able to be inserted in the slot as well and caught some passes. And I think this is going to be a run-heavy Patriots offense going forward.
I think so. I think so.
We'll see. But we didn't get to see Drake May did rush for a touchdown, didn't look great throwing the ball. Stephon Diggs did not play last night. Matt Collins was in there. He didn't do much. The wide receivers under May really didn't do much. But again, Washington, Jaden Daniels, none of their starters played last night.
But that's even more of a reason why the offense and the receiving corps should have looked good against Washington's second-string defense.
Well, again, it was definitely a run-heavy game for the Patriots last night, and I think we would expect that probably going forward. Larison did have the touchdown. Rushing touchdown, and Efton Chisholm. He probably looked the best out of the wide receiver corps last night.
Yes.
No relation to me. Put the R there. Chisholm. No. Perhaps maybe a distant relative.
Distant cousin. I mean, in somewhere in between here in Utah, the R and the H got mixed around.
6 receptions for 50 yards and a touchdown last night, and Ben Woolridge, of course, throwing that touchdown to him. He played most of the second half. Mm-hmm. Josh Dobbs coming in after Drake May played 2 series last night, and I think the Patriots will probably keep 2 quarterbacks. I don't see them keeping 3 on the active roster.
Right.
Whether that's going to be Dobbs or Woolridge, I think a decision will be made.
I think it should be Woolridge
over Dobbs.
I can see,
I think so.
I can see of Dobbs. Yeah, I like the guy. But when things break down, he runs around in a circle. He did that 180, 360, and then finally he ran into the end zone. Right. But I thought he was going to get creamed back there sometimes, and he missed Chisholm on a couple of Chisholm and. The young kid who just came in is
Kyle Williams.
Yeah, Kyle Williams. He missed him on that play into the end zone, and that was it's a bang play. But if he makes that throw, it's fantastic. And he couldn't pull the trigger, and he couldn't pull the trigger on a throw to Chisholm one time, and it just looked like. I mean, this is a guy who's been in the league a number of years. If anyone should look good in preseason, it should be this guy.
Sure.
And he couldn't get it done, so this might not be the place for him. Maybe it's too much pressure, but.
But even from the start, I mean, that kickoff run for a touchdown, I mean, that was just, and it wasn't a sellout last night by any means. Preseason games are not expected to, but it's a decent crowd last night at Gillette Stadium. A lot of people there last night. And to really start off Patriots football with that, I think says a lot. And we talked about this. There just definitely is a different feel around this team. You can tell with Vrabel. And,
you can feel it.
In addition to the offense, also that I think oftentimes gets overlooked because of obviously Vrabel.
Well, not anymore because they have Josh McDaniels.
I was going to say is the addition of Josh McDaniels, who's back as the offensive coordinator. I think he's going to help Drake May develop in ways that the previous coaching staff could not do last year. They certainly couldn't. They couldn't develop anybody last year.
No, they couldn't develop themselves.
And where is Gerard Mayo? Is he all right? If Gerard Mayo's out there, could you at least give us a pulse or something? I'm worried for Gerard because I never seen a coach that just has disappeared.
Call in
as much as Gerard Mayo has.
844-249-5247. 844-249-5247. Gerard, we would love to have you call in. There are a lot of questions I would love to ask you myself. I would love to throw some things at you.
I hope Gerard gets another gig, not as a head coach. I don't think he's equipped to be a head coach, but perhaps on a staff defensive role. But Gerard's not calling in this morning, but I know our friend Wayne is. He's on the line. Wayne, good morning. Welcome on in.
Kevin Clay, good morning. How are you guys?
Good morning. Good morning. Wayne.
You don't have Gerard Mayo with you, do you, Wayne?
You have his number?
No, unfortunately, no. But I know you guys are talking football and everything, but did you happen to see the Canadian Open tennis game?
No, I missed that.
No.
Not on my calendar for that one.
I just missed it. I had it penciled in, but I missed it.
What do we miss?
Yeah, what did we miss?
It's a shame what they did to Naomi Osaka there. I mean, the young girl, Vicky Umboko, I mean, she's a talent and everything, but she was so undermatched, and the young girl was being coached up. Naomi didn't have any representative. Her coach was like, he might as well have been in like Ontario.
Wait. I got to hold you right there because she fired her coach last week. So whoever she has now, that's her fault.
Oh, no, but she had another coach in the stand, but they weren't even trying to help her out.
Naomi, these are things you have to calculate for. You just can't fire your coach in mid-season. It's kind of self-inflicted.
Yeah, I think she needs to retire after this, man. It's a shame. I wanted her to win the tournament, but and it looked like they robbed her of a point because it looks like there was one time where Vicky had hit the ball out and they ruled it in, and that's when her slide began. She just like lost interest in the tournament, and it was a shame to see her self-destruct like that. It was man.
Well, she's gonna have to toughen up. This is where champions are made. Toughen up, Buttercup. Okay, take lemons and make lemonade.
This is true. But hopefully, if she have one more tournament, well, we have the U.S. Open coming up, that is a hostile crowd, man.
Well, it's in New York, right? Yeah, it's in New York.
Yeah,
so it could be. I mean, you know what? I'm not going to say that. I think that if any of the Americans come in there and do well, that the crowd will be behind them. That includes Naomi.
For sure.
Yes.
But anyway, gentlemen, have a great day.
Wait, I want to get your. Wait a minute. Before you get off, we want your thoughts on what happened with the Patriots last night.
Well, I know it's only preseason, and this doesn't really count, but it looked like they're on the right track. They're turning the tide, and we'll see what happens. The special team looked great. You got guys making some good return on the kickoff, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it looks good. And we're glad you're on board. Yeah, it looks good. Go Patriots is what we're saying. Go. Anybody else? Go Patriots. Let's go.
Well, and if they can get Micah Parsons from the Cowboys, then I like our chances.
Yeah, that was what is that echo there?
It's not me. It's not you. Oh, well, anyway, yeah, Micah Parsons, that's not going to happen. We'll see what happens. But thank you, Wayne, and thank you for calling, and thank you for keeping us abreast of the Canadian Open.
It was a devastating loss for her. I'm sorry she self-destructed like that. But gentlemen, have a great day.
Thanks, Wayne.
Thank you, Wayne.
Appreciate it.
Yes, these things happen. Sometimes you fall apart. Then you got to pick yourself back up.
I don't know where that echo is.
Is it coming from? Hello.
That's not you.
It's not me.
That's on me.
You know what? I love myself so much. I wouldn't mind if I did echo. I'd like to hear myself twice or maybe 3 or 4 times. So it doesn't matter.
We have to nail this camera in to the studio because it keeps falling. But
we're going to get a better stand.
These are minor details.
844-249-5247. 844-249-5247. Call in and let us know what you think about the Patriots
or women's tennis.
Women's tennis or women's swimming.
Or anything. Anything you want to talk about.
Anything's
fair game.
But nothing that ESPN had as headlines today. None of that, because we already saw that. What do I think about the Patriots? You gave a little soliloquy about what you think the Patriots are doing. Listen, it's electric. From the statue to the opening kickoff. This is a different team. This is a differently coached team. This is a differently run team. this team's belief is unbelievable. And, I'm going to say it. And I said the Red Sox should be in first place by the end of the season. Actually, I said they should have been in first place by a month into the season, and it looks like that might happen. I think the Patriots have a legitimate shot of being the first place in the East. If Buffalo does not take them seriously, if they sleep on the Patriots, and Drake May's brought up to speed, I don't see how they can listen. Just my opinion, and I'm an optimist, but I don't know how Buffalo can beat the Patriots if the Patriots are playing their game, because their defense is quick, their defense is fast. They have cornerbacks now that can cover. Not only cover, they can intercept the ball. We have a dynamic running back in the guy Henderson. Then you got Gibson. Then there's another guy who came in. Then you got Larison, who's also in this. So you got 4, but you're paying this other guy, Ramondi Stevenson and Ramondi. I know everyone wants to say, listen, I don't want to mess with anybody's money. I don't care about your money. Hopefully you've saved it, because right now, I don't know if you have a place on this team, okay? I think Vrabel's a nicer guy than me, because it was up to me. Not that I have anything personal against you, but you would have been released last night right after this game, because you're not ready. I don't think you can play with these other players on this team as hungry as they are. They want it. They want it badly, and you've already had it. I don't know if it's injuries have taken its toll, but enough of that. The receiver room and Drake May. Drake, this is your second year. You're playing against a defense that has no starters in it, and you didn't pick it apart. It's a good thing you can run. It's a good thing you can run, Drake, because you need to pick this up a little bit sooner. What you should do is grab your head coach, Mike Vrabel, have him place an emergency SOS call to Tom Brady, and have Tom Brady come in for 1 day, 2 days, and where you do nothing but talk to him about his mental attitude, his regiment, and what he did to become what he was. Okay, have that part of obsession. Pick it up, learn it. Okay, study the film the way Tom Brady studied film, but get that into your DNA, that you're starting, and you're nervous, that you're starting to think, act, and behave like Tom Brady, because that's what it's going to take to maintain yourself in this league. This is a tough league. The NFL is listen, there's no forgiveness in the NFL, okay? It's what you did today and what you're going to do tomorrow. And you need to pick it up and get better, because it doesn't look like you're ready for this right now, okay? And you had part of last season to get ready. So Drake May, grab your head coach, tell him to place that SOS call to Tom Brady, and Tom would be more than happy, I'm sure, to come out and spend time with you and tell you how to get this done. As far as the defense goes and the offense goes, it looks totally different overnight. The offensive line looked fantastic. They were blocking. They were setting up things, and they were getting it done so that Drake May could have a chance. Dobbs could have a chance. Everybody was protected by the offensive line for the most part. I see nothing but good things with this Patriots team. And, of course, I might be the internal optimist. I even see good. Well, no, I can't say that. I was going to say I see good in the Bruins this year, but no. But anyway, that's what I think. Those are my opinions. Those are my thoughts on the matter. You can call in and say what you want. And I'm going to kick it back to Kevin for the final rebuttal on anything that I said.
Clay Morris, the eternal optimist. I will say save those comments for a few minutes later. We back to the phones. Caller, good morning. Welcome on in.
Hey, Kelly from
Hey, there he is.
in.
Kelly, good morning. Welcome on in.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
yes,
you're on.
We can hear you.
Go right ahead.
Yeah. I just had a vision. I'm like,
oh my gosh.
It'd be good to see like Clay Morris suit up. I'd like to see you as the head coach of the Patriots team. Wow, you are hard. You are hard.
I don't know if he could field a full team, Kelly. He may just cut everybody.
Yeah, I know. Right? First preseason game. And I thought as much as I tried, I just couldn't really get anything out of it. As much as Clay did. Like I said, just basically what the Washington Commanders put on the field.
Right.
It was really much to see, but maybe because just wasn't too much drama surrounding like pressure on the performance of Drake May. Just had patience to see how Josh McDaniel will lead and how Vrabel will take this team. But it was good. It was festive last night. That
Unbelievable.
trophy,
Yeah.
everyone was hyped, and that's what the result was. There's not much competition on the other side. You know, they did without even trying. They put up a lot of points, and they looked well.
Yeah, they look well.
Yeah.
I got to ask you this question. We have we've seen owners that don't want to spend the money or not that interested in their team. They're kind of like you have to be impressed by Robert Kraft. I mean, Robert Kraft, after a couple of doldrum years with Belichick and that year with Mayo, he's gone out full bore to make a difference and make a change. And if nothing else, the fact that he's willing to commit money, time, and energy, as far as not even just the team, but the atmosphere with the Brady statue, I'm impressed. What do you think about that?
I'm impressed too. I do like the aggressive move on Broadcraft to improve the team. You don't want years to go by sitting. You don't want to wait to develop. We're talking. He's spending money, so you want results,
right?
You
Yes,
know?
I'm with you, Kelly.
Yeah, that's why I kind of give it to Jerry Jones. You know, the man has no patience. He wants to win now. You know, we're talking a lot of money here. These people are not here. They're not out there to have fun.
No, and it's a commitment to the fans. It's more of a commitment to the fans. It's more of a commitment to us that he's trying to do this, because he could be like other owners who just want to have the coffers filled, the stands filled, have the money rolling in, and just give us a song and dance and just go on for 5, 10, 15 years.
Prices, just raise ticket prices,
right?
My pockets and just
collect the revenue money from TV and radio and sales. But Robert Kraft, my hat's off to you. You are a heck of an owner. Thank you. I'm so glad that you are the owner of the New England Patriots after some of the other owners that they've had. You are a breath of sunshine, a breath of fresh air.
Kelly, I got to ask you this question. What do you make of Clay's opinion that the Patriots should cut Ramondre Stevenson?
I think you got to let that play out. I think you hold on to him. I mean, I think he's a good piece. He could work.
I see no reason why they shouldn't keep him. I don't use him as your your starting running back, as your bruiser, and I envision Henderson sort of taking over the role that James White played for many years as your sort of receiving back.
Guys,
I do too. I guess Coach Morris thinks otherwise.
Guys, did you see Ramondre Stevenson stumbling over his feet?
Clay, it's one game.
To get outside?
One game, Clay. One game.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this one game. He should definitely have been up for this game, because this is his job. His job is on the line, and he should know this. He's in the preseason game to get this done.
He's getting paid $36 million.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't think his job is on the line.
I can't wait for your next show after Stevens fumbles the ball.
Oh my gosh! You're gonna have to bring out the EMTs to revive me.
But on another team, another player I like to point out that hats off to Shedeur Sanders for playing.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, you just opened Pandora's box, Kelly.
Under a lot of pressure, the guy he had limited snaps with the first unit. I thought they were trying to set him up to fail, but
there's always a conspiracy theory with Shedeur Sanders, and when are we going to get off this thing? I don't know when why does anybody listen to ESPN push these theories? Why does anybody do that? I mean, ESPN is the most unreliable news source other than stats as far as opinion goes, because they're always pushing an agenda. And the American public has to become aware of the agenda that they're trying to push and stay away from it. Shedeur Sanders, he's lucky to be drafted. I mean, with his father out there spinning all kinds of propaganda for him and on every news site that you go to as far as the internet is, the fact that he's short, the fact that he's really not that fast, we'll see what happens. But, the whole thing behind Shedeur being legendary, come on. He's not his dad. His dad is Dion. He was legendary, and he's still a jerk. But his son is not that.
Well, I don't think he's going to be legendary. I think he had a nice game in his first preseason debut,
right.
and
that's all.
Yeah, and I think. Listen, Shedeur Sanders is out to do two things. One, he's out to make the team, and Kevin Stefanski has a decision to make.
Oh, gosh.
He's got four quarterbacks on his roster right now. Shedeur being one of them. Dylan Gabriel from Oregon, who they drafted before Shedeur Sanders in this year's draft.
Joe Flacco,
and Kenny Pickett. They're not going to keep all four of them.
Wow.
So the
Yeah.
question remains:
That's a loaded
exactly?
room.
Yeah, exactly
What,
right.
what was the GM thinking about doing that? I don't know. But
So,
anyway,
but Shadur's out to do that, to make the team and to be starting quarterback. But he's also out to prove a lot of people wrong, him and his father. And he's going to buy into any time Shadur does anything impressive, anytime he does something good. Dion was tweeting last night. He goes, "Oh yeah, what now?" As if
see,
Here
we go.
he just led the Browns to the playoffs. So I think it'd be a different story if Shadur wins the starting job
Oh my
with the
gosh.
Cleveland Browns, which I don't think he will. I don't think he's going to be the starting quarterback. Do I think he'll be kept on the team? I think they're going to keep one of the veterans, either Flacco or Pickett, and they'll keep both Shadur and Dylan Gabriel. Too young, too much of an upside. You wouldn't. You're wasting a draft pick on both of them if you weren't going to keep on the team. But I don't expect Shadur Sanders to be the starting quarterback. I think it's either going to be Flacco or Kenny Pickett to start the season for Cleveland going forward. And I think they'll keep 3 out of the 4.
And that's why I think Cleveland will go nowhere in this league because they can't even make a simple decision on anything.
Is Watson still in that quarterback room?
I'm sorry?
Deshaun Watson, is he still in that quarterback room?
Oh, and of course, you forget about Deshaun Watson, who's probably not going to play. Deshaun Watson has become so irrelevant in this league due to his injuries and due to all his off the field antics. But he is still under contract. But I wouldn't anticipate him to play this year.
This has turned it into comedy.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Browns organization has become a laughingstock in so many ways. That's a good question, Kelly. I have forgot all about the guy, but yeah,
he's on the roster, but he is not going to play this year. So
unbelievable.
So now the Browns will have a decision to make, and Sanders obviously got a good start to it last night against the Carolina Panthers, and who else played in that game for Cleveland? They also got Tyler Huntley on their roster as well.
You're kidding me.
And he's been around, from Baltimore. So they've got about like 6 quarterbacks that they're considering. That's crazy.
And right quick, and that was a place where quarterbacks went to die. First round draft pick, Heisman Trophy winner, they go there.
I still think it's the place where quarterbacks are going to go to die.
And the thing is too, because I think Kevin Stefanski, is a really good coach.
Oh, really?
And he brought the Browns to the playoffs, with Baker Mayfield, and I think he's proven himself to be a pretty good coach. And I'm not sure he envisioned himself being in this situation. And obviously, the Browns completely missed the mark on this whole Deshaun Watson, thinking he was going to be something, that he clearly was not.
So, one last thing, Kelly. Yep. Are you all in on the Patriots? Even though you didn't feel the emotion, even though you didn't feel the electricity, definitely. Are you all in on them going into the playoffs?
I'm all in. I think I had them like around 9-10 wins in
That's what I had too, Kelly.
In a wild card appearance.
Yeah,
12 wins.
Clay believes they're ready to overtake Buffalo in the AFC East. I don't see that at all.
Hey, Coach Morris. He's got to set his standards high.
Exactly.
Go get him. Let's go.
So.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thanks, Kelly.
Back. Yeah,
it is. Thank goodness for that. See ya.
Bye.
It's all good fun. But no, I really don't have much to say else on the Patriots. They continue on the preseason next week against the Minnesota Vikings. They will be in
J.J. McCarthy
in Minnesota next year. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what J.J. McCarthy has to contribute to the Vikings.
And I like the fact that Vrabel played starters. Okay, he didn't do what Washington did because
he didn't do what Dan Quinn did. Didn't play anybody.
I think if you do what Quinn did, we're going to find out. But I think you're babying these guys. I think you're going to have to put them out there, and I think you're showing them. You're not putting enough pressure on them.
Right.
They had a great season last year, but they have to jump off and get a good season this year. And I don't think by not playing them, you're helping them in that mode. But we'll find out.
I remember. Washington 1 game away from going to the Super Bowl in Jaden Daniels' rookie year, and
that's right.
Yeah, definitely. They were very sloppy last night, but again, none of their starters really played, and of course, they're still dealing with that Terry McLaurin situation, who did not travel with the team, and we'll see if Washington is able to offload him or see what happens there. And the other drama and palace intrigue going on in the NFL. The issue with Micah Parsons.
I got to
and
disagree with Kelly on Jerry Jones being in a. I mean, Jerry Jones does this drama every year. He did it with Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb. He always waits till the day before of the season and signs this guy. So you have a whole drawn out drama of 4 weeks. It takes away from the team. The team's distracted. They don't practice or play the way they should, and then they sign him. And I think that's Jerry Jones's juice. I think that's what he lives for that. But as far as the rest of the team, I don't think he has a pulse of what's going on.
Well, we spoke about this last week briefly. We talked about what Micah Parsons said about him wanting to be traded, and he felt that he was being treated unfairly in the negotiation process, and he wanted out of Dallas. And Stephen Jones and the Jones family coming out almost immediately after that and saying, oh, it's just part of the process. Yeah. It's all good, and Micah Parsons will not be traded. It'll be a Dallas Cowboy. And even his teammate CeeDee Lamb coming out and saying he doesn't expect Micah Parsons to be traded. CD said, I feel like he's going to be here. The trade request reaction was crazy. The extension process is a little disappointing, but it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do, and he's got to do what's best for him, his family. So some of his players expecting Micah Parsons to remain a Dallas Cowboy, at least for this year. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what the Jones do, but you're right. They often do this
every year.
And, yeah, that's exactly right.
I mean, does anybody if you guys got different opinions, let us know. Yeah. But I have no faith. I take Robert Kraft over Jerry Jones in a heartbeat, any day of the week, any year.
Drama in Dallas.
Dallas.
That hasn't happened
and
before.
No championships.
Yeah. That's for sure. So, we'll continue to watch the Patriots. We're psyched that they're back. We can talk about that more than maybe, well, now that the Red Sox are playing better. Now it's nice to talk about the Red Sox, but great first win for the Patriots in the first preseason game under the Vrabel era. So we'll take it, and we'll see how they go. Minnesota next week, and then they finish up, of course, in the Meadowlands against the New York Giants. And then week 1 at home, welcoming to town Pete Carroll and the Las Vegas Raiders on September the 7th.
It'd be good to see you.
So, alrighty then. Why don't we say hello to our friends at Karma, and then we will get into our discussion on the Red Sox. Big win last night in San Diego for the Red Sox, and some other news as well. So we'll get into that in just a minute. Hello to our friends at Investments, like our friends at Dylan's and Karma, keeping us on the air each and every weekend here on the show. Yes, indeed. If you're looking for a smart investment or searching for a place to call your home, we want to welcome you to Oyama Investments, where your dreams do find a foundation. And at Oyama Investments, well, they're more than just your real estate friend. They're your trusted partner, building a secure future. Whether it be investing in a property that'll grow with you or purchasing your dream home, they do make the process easy, transparent, and rewarding for you. And Oyama Investments specializes in finding properties that align perfectly with your goals. Imagine yourself owning a piece of the future, whether it be a luxury apartment, a commercial space, or a family home in the perfect neighborhood. And, well, if you're new to the real estate investment world, well, don't worry. They're every step of the way, helping you make informed choices with confidence. With real estate prices rising, there's never been a better time to invest. Ready to see your dreams come to life? Visit www.oyamainvestments.com. Give them a call, 617-221-8881 today, where your vision becomes reality. It's the good friends at Oyama Investments.
That's right. And prices are going up, so buy your real estate now. We got any about questions, like who owns the world record in the 100-meter, or who owns the most consecutive steals without getting caught, or who owns the most gold medals? How many gold medals did Michael Phelps end
Pretty
with?
easy questions. I mean, I think
so.
Especially the track one.
Come on. I mean, you guys out there, come on, pick it up, huh? Come on,
educate
yourselves. We don't want an ignorant audience. We want you guys educated. Come on, pick it up. Do some research.
Anyway, Red Sox in San Diego last night for Game 1 of a 3-game series against the Padres. Red Sox and Padres almost have identical records right now, where they are in their respective divisions. Red Sox with a big 10-2 win last night. And Walker Buehler,
It's looking good.
Pitched well last night, going back to the West Coast. Had faced the San Diego Padres a number of different times, obviously being with the Dodgers for the many years he was. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, no runs, 4 strikeouts. pitched well. The bullpen was okay. Chris Murphy got roughed up a little bit. 2 runs let up there, but Garrett Whitlock coming in as always and shutting it down. We had home runs from Willie Abreu and Masa Yoshida. And
in the ninth inning.
Well, a home run's a home run, no matter when the inning is. And a little bit of a concern on the injury front with Carlos Narvaez. He hasn't played since Tuesday, and the Red Sox acquiring Ali Sanchez from the Toronto Blue Jays as sort of a backup catcher role, which could indicate that Narvaez could be placed on the injured list.
Wow.
We'll wait and see there. Let's hope not. He's day-to-day with that knee injury again. Hasn't, with some knee soreness, hasn't played since Tuesday's game. Obviously Connor Wong, who has been horrible offensively this year. There's no question about it. And it's really too bad because Connor Wong in his previous years with the team has shown some that he can swing the bat well, especially last year.
Yeah.
And this year, for whatever reason, just not clicking.
Not so much.
So if Narvaez is going to be on the injured list, that is going to be a significant offensive downgrade for the Red Sox, and we would certainly need
defensively too.
Defensively as well. Yeah. So we definitely need Connor Wong to step up here in a major role if Narvaez is going to be out for a little bit of time here. But nice win against a good San Diego Padres team last night. Clay, Red Sox 65-52. Can you imagine that record if we talked about this a month and a half ago when the Red Sox were sitting at under 500 and where they were, and 3 games back right now, the Toronto Blue Jays. They have a 1-game lead over the Mariners for the first wild card. Blue Jays last night to the Dodgers. Last night to the Dodgers. And the New York Yankees, well, Clay, they continue to tumble. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Texas Rangers. They got swept by the Miami Marlins in Miami.
Miami Marlins of all people.
First time Marlins had swept the Yankees. They lost last night back home against the Houston Astros, who the Red Sox will see next again after the Padres. 5-3 loss in 10 innings. The Yankees 61-55 right now.
Yeah,
they still have the third wild card, but the Cleveland Guardians on their heels, a half game behind them. Texas 1.5 back as well. The Yankees.
No, Kevin. The Yankees don't deserve to be in the playoffs.
I would 100% agree.
Yeah, they don't deserve.
I would 100% agree.
They definitely need to slide on out and let a real team get in there. They're outdated.
This is the Red Sox moment, Clay. This is the time, and the Red Sox. We've talked about this ad nauseum. Coming out of the All-Star break, how would the Red Sox respond? And they have responded very well.
They've won 9 of the last 10 so far in the last 10 games.
And I think they've exceeded expectations. They've 8-2 in their last 10. They had a really great series against Kansas City, taking 2 out of 3 there. And
started off against the Padres.
Swept the Astros, took game 1 in a huge way against San Diego. Keep it rolling tonight. Out there with Lucas Giolito on the mound, who has really solidified himself as a solid number 2 guy behind Crochet.
I got to say,
things are looking good.
I watched some of the game yesterday with Walker Buehler. Mm-hmm. He's got his fastball back. He got it up to 96, 97 yesterday, and if he can do that, all of the rest of his stuff falls into place. But he has his fastball has only been 92, 93 for most of the season. If he can get up to 96, 97, he's a totally different pitcher. And the rest of the league needs to be put on notice. If this guy can get his fastball back to 96, 97, he's going to look fantastic.
Listen, Walker Buehler was the guy with the Dodgers. I mean, he was supposed to be their next great thing. All-Star, World Series champion. I mean, this was a guy that really was supposed to be great and showed, besides injury, showed spurts of doing that.
Yeah, but he got hurt. Yeah,
but he got hurt, and that's what happens.
And I mean, we're talking about Walker Buehler. He's from the Dodgers. What about your guy Dustin May from the Dodgers?
Not good.
You were doing a little research on this kid. What do you got there?
Well, if you're watching us on the stream, you may, and you were watching the game the other night, you may say, "Is that the comedian Carrot Top?" I mean, look at this. I mean, there he is. There he is. There,
or is he a singer?
He's a personality singer, comedian.
Oh, okay.
However you want to. But there's Dustin May with the Dodgers. Mm-hmm. There he goes. Look at that.
I don't know what that is.
I mean, is that a spitting image with the hair? The hair, at least.
I mean, look, the hair is wearing mascara and eyeliner.
I think the hair is. I'm going to try to.
Dustin.
I'm going to try to get my hair like that.
You don't want to go there.
So I don't. I mean, the Red Sox, with some of the really bad deals they have made, like, the Devers thing is one thing. Obviously that was just to get rid of him, and honestly, I think it worked. Jordan Hicks it's just not been good. Jordan Hicks, there's a reason the Giants were eager to get rid of Jordan Hicks, and I think it's showing here.
Now, what is it? What is your analyzation of it? Because he can throw 98, 99.
He can. He throws hard. There's no doubt about it.
But he gets tagged. How
He
come
gets
he
tagged.
gets tagged
He's
and others don't?
inconsistent. He's not a good. It's difficult to say, but he's not. I don't think. The Red Sox make the playoffs. They should keep him far away from the postseason roster because he's just going to blow it.
Stop being so pessimistic, Kevin. Come on. Show a little optimism here.
Okay, let's cut everybody on the Patriots after one preseason game.
Well, that's
okay.
I'm optimistic about the rest of the running backs on the team. That's what I am optimistic about, not Ramondre Stevenson.
It's one player, Clay, and if you want me to be optimistic on a guy that has a 6.41 ERA, then I wouldn't tell you. Then I would just tell you I wouldn't know anything about baseball. So it isn't all sunshine and dandelions here with the Red Sox, even though they're about 65 wins here. But Dustin May got roughed up by the Kansas City Royals in his first outing with the Red Sox. 3.5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 earned, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, and Dustin's got a 4.9 ERA going back to his time with the Dodgers. And listen, I wasn't completely sold on him coming here. Well,
do you think they should cut him?
No, they're not going to cut him, but
and maybe bring this guy in.
Anything's better. But let's hope that he comes out a little bit stronger. But I was not impressed with Dustin May at all. Steven Matz has looked good, I'll tell you that, coming out of the bullpen. But Dustin May was not impressive in my opinion in that game.
Yeah,
and again, some interesting comments because I want to talk about in the last minute or so about the Roman Anthony deal. But some interesting comments that came out from the front office with our dear friends. We'll show them here. Craig Breslow and Sam Kennedy. Look how happy they look.
Yeah, they're happy.
These are the guys that are running the show here.
Oh gosh.
Not Tom Warner, not John Henry. John Henry's on his yacht somewhere. And
good
do you own the Boston Red Sox? Who? What? Who?
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh yeah. So it's interesting. So the media reports were back to our favorite topic, the trade deadline. The media reports were that the Red Sox offers for Joe Ryan and for other controllable starters weren't as aggressive. That's what Ken Rosenthal said. That's what a number of different MLB insiders saying. Well, Craig Breslow and Sam Kennedy refuting that claim on a different network. This is what Sam Kennedy said. He said, quote, "It was really fascinating to watch Craig sort of throw caution to the wind. I mean, he was all in. Incredibly aggressive in packaging just about everybody and everything in our farm system." I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Kennedy said Breslow was operating with a win now mentality. I laughed there a little bit.
Yeah.
And trying to obtain a controllable starter, but ultimately wasn't able to add one. Instead, of course, the Red Sox acquired Steven Matz from the Cardinals and Dustin May from the Dodgers. Kennedy goes on to say there was not a lot of long-term thinking going on at the deadline. We were aggressive. He added, we were just disappointed that certain controllable starters, Joe Ryan, didn't move. At the end of the day, there's nothing you can do when a team isn't going to move a player. That's their prerogative.
Well, maybe it's because Breslow is so robotic and so laconic that he's not very well and methodical, and he's not very well liked around the league. I mean, he's not engendering any excitement from anybody's organization. And maybe that's the reason why the Red Sox have him. But right now we don't have Joe Ryan either. But if Lucas Giolito picks it up,
right?
Well,
but if the reports were that the Twins were asking for Roman Anthony, and other guys that are on the team right now and contributing for Joe Ryan, then I think Breslow made the right move. If it was true that the Twins' asking price was Roman Anthony or Marcelo Mayer or somebody like that for Joe Ryan, then
Marcelo
absolutely
Mayer,
not.
I'd let him go.
Then absolutely not. But don't worry, Craig Breslow understands the frustration. Craig added, "Obviously, I'm aware of the heat. I also have to do everything that I can to divorce the heat that I'm feeling." That's just like I've never heard the word divorce other than in a marriage context. But he says he needs to divorce the heat that I'm feeling from the best decisions that I feel like I can make for the organization. It doesn't even sound like what a normal person would say.
Well, that's Craig Breslow. Yeah, he doesn't sound like a normal person most of the time when he talks. Right. So I think this is what we're getting with him, and why I say a lot of other front officers don't like dealing with Craig Breslow. But no, they're not trading away Roman Anthony for anything. Other than I don't even know. But Marcelo Mayer, on the other hand, I might do it, but I don't think they were asking for Marcelo Mayer. I think definitely Roman Anthony is the guy that everyone's looking to grab.
I'm not ready to give up on Marcelo Mayer just yet, just like Ramondre Stevenson. But anyway,
gone.
So Sam Kennedy refuting those reports, saying that the Red Sox were very aggressive, and obviously other teams were not prepared to.
Well, look at those guys. They're cheesing and laughing at each
They're
other.
all having a good
I
time.
expect them
Yeah.
to stand up for one another and say the kind of kind words and supportive words that they said about one another. But
I mean,
how about we get this guy in here? Let's talk
oh
about.
gosh, no.
Let's talk about.
Bill's been very quiet lately.
Yeah.
Very quiet. He's getting ready for the season.
Yes. Down in North
ACC
Carolina.
football. Bill Belichick. Oh gosh. Anyway,
a real GM.
Yeah. in a way. That being said, I do wish the Red Sox, instead of acquiring Destimay, brought someone in like Merrill Kelly from. I've heard his name, said here before, from the Arizona Diamondbacks, so the Rangers were able to acquire him. And obviously Ryan was the best controllable starter on the market. I would agree, but again, if the asking price was Roman Anthony, I think the Red Sox made the right move. So that being said, obviously things are clicking right now. And Roman Anthony, well, he's not going anywhere, signing a 8-year, $130 million deal with the Boston Red Sox. Clay, I know you have some thoughts on it. You're not happy. Interesting, though, Roman Anthony hearing the criticism, coming out and saying this. It says a lot about Roman here, I think. This is what he said about the contract when asked if he could get more, basically. He said,
Okay.
This is a number I'm completely satisfied with, along with my family and agency. Why wouldn't I want to do this? I'm not worried about what I could earn or potential earnings down the road if I keep what I'm doing. That's not the way I look at it. I don't live life like that. I live life knowing that this is plenty and this is where I want to be. It's simple as that. I've never gone on thinking, hey, I'm playing for a contract. I'm playing for money. I don't play this game for money. I play this game because I love it and I want to win, and I want to win in Boston. Roman Anthony saying that after many people suggested and have said that more money could have been given to him if his team pushed it.
I don't think I blame Roman Anthony for the money. I blame the Red Sox for putting it to such a young player, such a low deal like that. I think they should have been more favorable. I mean, 130, it's definitely not market price. I mean, for 8 years, okay, 160. If you're banking on this guy, give him 160. That's it sounds extravagant, but they're paying $40 million for superstars these days. These guys are going to get with this guy in the room and say, hey, kid, what are you doing? And you shouldn't embarrass the kid like this. You shouldn't even have put it to him like that. You should have taken care of him right from the beginning. That still might be low, but it's still high enough that he can hold his head up high and say, well, listen, for my rookie contract, this is what I got. So I think Roman Anthony is a great kid. He's a great person. He's a great talent. And if he's a great talent, then sort of treat him like one. I'm not talking about totally pay him like one, but treat him like one. Don't lowball him the way you did. And you did lowball him, and you got the kid to accept. And I don't like that. That leaves a bad taste in my mouth about that. I'm not saying that you should have paid the kid $30 million, but you shouldn't have lowballed him at 130. And it just leaves a bad taste. Everyone, you're a better organization than that. You're a better organization than that, Red Sox.
Are they?
No, well, I'm trying to build them up.
Well, that being said, he's going to be here, and
be
I
here.
think Craig Breslow and in ownership.
We're giddy. They were giddy over
Do
it.
I even say ownership? Do you think John Henry's even aware of it?
He has no idea. These guys are cheesy.
But the front office obviously locking these guys up long term.
Yeah, they are.
And I think that's a good thing.
It's a good thing. It's a great thing. I'd rather see this, but like I said, instead of paying astronomical money when the players 26, 27, like the Dodgers, they're on the tail end of Mookie Betts and Clayton Kershaw's contracts. These guys are going to be on for another 5, 6, 7 years at $40 or $50 million a year, and it just looks terrible.
Right.
So I'll say it on one end and I'll say it on the other end, but I just think they should have respected him more. And I'll leave it at that. Anything closing? I think we're about it.
Yeah, we got the final minute here. Red Sox continue their stay out in San Diego. Lucas Giolito on the mound tonight, 8:40 Eastern Standard Time on Saturday night. And then they finish Game 3 of the series tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock in San Diego.
Yes.
With Brian Bayo on the mound. Hey, just one thing, Clay, 40 seconds. Talk about contract extensions and things like that. Joe Mazzulla signing a multi-year contract extension with the Celtics. We can talk about that at length more next week. But
Joe, well, you can take people off to dinner now. You can spend the money now. You can take them to Legal Seafoods. You don't have to take them to Joe. You don't have to take them to McDonald's anymore. Take them out.
That's for sure. But hey, everybody, have a great weekend. And Red Sox continuing to play well. We'll talk more about the Patriots
God
next
bless
week
you all.
as they
God be with you in everything that you do.
as they continue on. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
Enjoy
everybody.
your weekend and keep being the optimist as Clay tries to be.
The sun is shining.
See you, everybody.